Harry, I want to investigate the scene of the crime. Filch usually guards the hallway where his cat was petrified, but he's away, so now is our chance.
Do you really think there's a Chamber of Secrets?
I believe Flitwick's story, even if he doesn't. And Dumbledore himself couldn't cure Mrs. Norris. I think that whatever attacked her might not be human.
Here we are, at the scene of the crime. It can't hurt to look around, since we're already here, and Filch isn't. Remember all the water that was on the floor? Where had it come from?
From in there. Let's have a look.
I can't go in there! That's a girl's bathroom!
Oh, Ron, there won't be anyone in here. This is Moaning Myrtle's place. She haunts one of the toilets. It's been out of order all year because she keeps having tantrums and flooding the place.
I wish people would stop talking about me behind my back.
Who can the heir of Slytherin be, though? Who'd want to frighten all the non-magical folk out of Hogwarts? Draco Malfoy. You heard him call Hermione a mudblood. But how do we prove it's him?
We'd need to sneak into the Slytherin common room and ask Malfoy a few questions without him realising it's us.
But that's impossible!
All we need would be some Polyjuice potion. It transforms you into somebody else. We could change Harry into a Slytherin. No one would realise it was really Harry. To make the Polyjuice potion, we'll need several ingredients. Lacewing flies, leeches, fluxweed, knotgrass, horn of bicorn, and shredded boomslang.
Okay, I'll get the knotgrass and flaxweed.
2 of the potion ingredients are a bit tricky, I'm afraid. Powdered bicorn horn and shredded boomslang skin. Harry, I'll need you to get me some.
Any idea where I can find some?
There's some bicorn horn in Snape's storage room. I'm not sure about the shredded boomslang skin. I'll need to check at the library.
Lovely. Molting boomslangs and corridors full of goo. This should be enjoyable.
Corridors full of goo. Now that's a nice name for today's episode. So hello and welcome everyone to Let's Play Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets Extended. This is Algaris115 speaking. Now, happy 10th December, although it might not be like that for Harry. Our objective is in fact, I need to go through the dungeon corridor blocked with ectoplasm to find some powdered bicorn horn. We are now embarking on a quest to brew Polyjuice potion, which is going to be a lot of fun. We are only going to get 3 ingredients for it. Ron's going to get other 2. But we are on our quest to get the first one. Now, looking at the map, it's something I explained before, is that we want to enter the dungeons over here, and it's going to be a unique area that you're never ever going to revisit ever again. So make sure to explore it thoroughly, which is what I'm going to help with in today's video, and it's going to loop back into the potions classroom. Okay, that's essentially it. However, we have some unfinished business in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. It now became accessible, and I absolutely want to show you what's new there. So, bear with me, and I'm gonna see you there. And here we are, approaching the door that was always...
Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. How depressing.
Inaccessible. Yes, what's depressing, Harry, is you keep cutting me off all the time. Anywho, so let me show you what's new here, outside of the brief cutscene we had here. This is not at all an entrance into the Chamber of Secrets, and behind it is the chest with another bronze scarab. Now this, if I'm not mistaken, is Cassandra Wablatsky. So Cassandra Wablatsky, 1894 to 1997, celebrated seer and author of Unfogging the Future. And I remember really the... last year when I tackled the Philosopher's Stone, I was wondering, hold on a sec, when is this story taking place? Because it says 1997, and many people think this is an oversight, because last year the events took place in 91, this year they're taking place in 92, and I think this is just a little note made by the authors of the game, saying that she is a seer, she unfogs the future, and she knows exactly when she's gonna die, right? So she still has 5 good years ahead of her at this stage in the story, and she seems to be okay with that, which I think is really cool and funny at the same time. As funny as another person's death can be, of course. Now let's visit Moaning Myrtle.
This is a girl's bathroom. You're not a girl.
Now, whenever you're hanging around Moaning Myrtle, she's gonna drop a couple of unique lines, some of them hilarious, some of them outright depressing, but what I want to show you is that you can interact with the toilet stalls here. But we need to wait for Moaning Myrtle to pass over this one for its door to swing open. It's marked by the puddle over here, and we'll enter a couple of cool Easter eggs. There we go. So, we cannot flipendo this toilet. However, it will serve as an entry point to the other stalls. Let me show you what I mean. Ah, spiders. God damn it. You can keep those. I'm never gonna use a toilet in Hogwarts. I mean, I'm not because it doesn't exist, but seriously, imagine spiders coming out of the toilets like this.
Do you think I don't know what people call me behind my back? Miserable, moaning, moping myrtle.
Yeah. Look, can I cheer you up somehow? I would really love to do that. Now, let's not interact with this toilet yet, because climbing up here is only possible from that one. Even making it on the other side is a bit tricky. Ah, Pixie! Ah.
I do have feelings, you know, even if I am dead.
Okay. And finally, this is the one. Okay, beans. That's what we're really after. But there are also gonna be potion ingredients here. Imagine mixing a Wiggenweld from toilet ingredients. Ugh. And what about you? Okay, but we don't want to go down yet, because climbing back up here, we would have to wait for this door to swing open again. Let's now make it on the other side. Oh, thank you, Harry. Always nervous about that. I'm gonna leave that toilet for the last. Let's start here. Ah! Oh my god, it survived Rictus Sempra. It's just like Doxies in the first games, you know, sometimes it would take 2 or even 3 flipendos to bring them down. Oh, we can tree back.
My life was nothing but misery, and then people come along, ruining my death.
To be fair, towards the end of the game, we will manage to cheer Moaning Myrtle up. Oh, okay.
No one wants to upset me. Oh, that's a good one.
Let's just move on to this one. We can already brew extra potion. Oh my god, let's crush these buggers. Oh, so
Next
many.
time you see Peeves, tell him that Myrtle wants her tissues back.
I can only imagine what sort of relationship she and Beeves have. Oh my god, a gnome. I completely forgot about that. Okay, so, let's pick this guy up. Not much you can do here. By the way, in the retail version of the game, you can use the gnome to essentially trigger an infinite beans glitch. Now let me explain the gist.
It's you.
If you throw him into a corner like this and try to cast Flipendo, it should hit the toilet and keep resummoning the beans.
Don't know what people call me behind my back. Miserable, moaning, moping myrtle.
But unfortunately, I have found it doesn't really work in the extended mod. Or maybe it does, but I'm just pulling it off wrong. But guys, I'm gonna show you a link on how to do this in the description of this video, okay? Okay, now Moaning Myrtle's just repeating herself. But there's still one toilet we haven't checked, and that's this one. Or... oh, okay, it's not even flipendoable. Okay, so that's it. So you can get a couple of beans, a chocolate frog, 1 Wigan tree bark and flubberworm mucus, and 2 Cornish pixies, a gnome, and plenty of small disgusting spiders, and a couple of depressing lines from Moaning Myrtle. Now, no one reacts to gnomes.
Have you been to the bean bonus room?
Ah, you again. Okay, we heard that line before. Now, if you approach a cauldron whilst holding a gnome, Harry will prioritize accordingly. I just find it funny. Now, this gnome will always be there in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom unless you do some spring cleaning, essentially, okay? Even though this time in the story it's October or November or something like that. So let us go 1 floor up. Because remember, guys, there's a secret on the 3rd floor with a gnome hidey hole. And this way we can get rid of the little guy so he doesn't, you know, annoy us in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom all the time. Even these girls don't react to him.
What are you looking at?
A gnome, not at you.
Who's going to be petrified next?
Okay, and we heard all this before. So anyway, guys, just wanted to show you. You can do a couple of shenanigans, and it's very unfortunate the other students don't react, you know. Imagine them just shrieking like, ah! Wait, where's the other one? Ah! Oh, okay, okay. And this is the thing I explained in my previous video. This guy will respawn every time you re-enter the Hogwarts Staircase area, and each time you can throw him into a gnome hole and get rid of him. I'm not gonna exploit this anymore, guys. I just wanted to get rid of the gnome from Moaning Myrtle's bathroom, okay? So that's all I wanted to show you. Hope you had fun. It's also something I missed in my original, I think it was 2013 and 14 walkthrough of the Chamber of Secrets. So in a sense, I really wanted to redeem myself and show you that yes, you can interact with the hidden toilets in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom, okay? So guys, I'm gonna see you back at the dungeon entrance. So there we are, exactly where the main story threw us. By the way, you can just go straight for the dungeons, you don't have to backtrack to Moaning Myrtle's bathroom, you can explore it later. But again, my philosophy is to show you how early you can access all sorts of stuff in this particular Let's Play. So there it is, we already removed the ectoplasm an episode prior, so it's no longer here, but the door is no longer barred. But we need to be careful so that Snape doesn't catch us snooping around, or he promised to take away all our house points. And there we are. So, our objective is the same, it didn't update or anything like that, and also, this, my friends, now the X will show you here, being in the dungeons, this is the first time we've been to an area ever since the Whomping Willow that we'll never ever be able to revisit again, okay? Just keep a note of it, and hopefully today's video will be useful to you in terms of exploring it 100% and not missing a single bean, okay? With some variables, because there will be a gnome hole, of course. So Whomping Willow, and now the dungeons, and everything in between these 2 points in the story was revisitable infinite number of times, and nothing was truly missing, which is kind of awesome. So 7 secrets, no challenge stars whatsoever, but quite a few cards. Let me check exactly how many. 6, if I'm not mistaken. Okie dokie. And no, we cannot just exit without the Bicon hole, okay? So let's grab the beans on the sides over here. And yeah.
Creepy place. I bet Snape loves it here.
By the way, a unique restored extended mod line, okay? And there'll be a couple of more like this in today's level, which is, again, awesome. Let's crush all the small spiders we'll see. Now this is a fun... I don't want to call it a fidget spinner, a spinning elevator platform. I can't imagine Snape doing this all the time. But hey, Snape is, I think, an unlockable character in the Quidditch Champions, so... he's clearly more acrobatic than we give him a credit for. By the way, 2 absolutely delicious chests here, each with a frog. How awesome is that? Now be careful, they don't fall into the pit of darkness down there. That was a very stylish jump, if I can say so myself. Now this Lumos statue is purely optional, like everything, you don't need it to cover those gaps, but it of course makes things a whole lot easier. Alright, out of the way, Cornish Pixie. Okie dokie. Now we are gonna see a couple of pits like these, each with almost a unique color scheme. Now some of them, like this one, looks like it's just full of that green gooish ectoplasm, but later on it will turn out these are giant cauldrons for mixing potion ingredients, which is absolutely awesome. Ooh, secret, secret, secret. Creepy face secret. But a card outside the secret, which I find a bit odd. But this one, my friends, I'm gonna let Stephen do the reading for us.
Glanmore Peaks, 1677 to 1761. Famous slayer of the sea serpent of Cromer.
Now, I've never seen a sea serpent of Cromer, I don't know what it looks like, but I'm imagining an absolutely impressive creature. So, awesome to know wizards also use something else than magic to bring down their prey, which is simply awesome. By the way, Glenmore Peaks is also featured in the Prisoner of Azkaban game via a portrait password, and the password is, if I'm not mistaken, Sea Serpent, so it makes perfect sense. Anywho, yet another card, and again, I'm gonna let Stephen do the reading for us, because I'm that generous.
Crispin Cronk, 1795 to 1872. Sent to Azkaban for continuing to keep sphinxes in his back garden despite repeated warnings.
And that is why he is wearing a straitjacket, but has almost a pharaoh-like helmet. I love that artwork so much. Okay, onwards and onwards we go. You know what? Let's first explore these crab cages over here before the actual crabs appear, because once they do, they'll be a nuisance being able to shoot at us. Whereas the snails are, you know, doing things at a snail's pace, so we're relatively safe. Okay, and I think that should be it. There is of course that Lumos statue, let's keep it in mind for when we'll be exiting. By the way, in case you're wondering, those snails we'll deal with later on. They went one floor down. And that's not a coincidence. It's a really cool interconnectivity. Okay, one over there. It's a bit difficult to aim through the bars on this thing because your flipendo can actually get blocked by them. Alrighty, and now let's just Lumos our way before we'll continue. And really the only point is to have access to Cauldron. Not all that impressive, is it? Now Harry's range with that wand isn't the best, but hey, let's do whatever we can. Now this is gonna be a rhythm of a bean, ectoplasm, bean, ectoplasm, until we get all the way down. Not all that exciting. And it takes a while for the stairs to extend. This must be a speedrunner's nightmare, although I think a speedrunner would just drop somewhere down there. Okay. And now guys, these are not two new different snails, these are the same ones from the top. We just made them enter an elevator. So, let us explore their cages, essentially. Ah. Hooray! Third Scar. Harry, you're gonna be called Scarface real soon. But anywho, let's see who it is. Oh, this one is familiar from the previous game. So Cornelius Agrippa, 1486 to 1535, celebrated wizard imprisoned by non-magical folks for his writings. So a victim of a mob, you know, against witches and wizards, that sort of thing. Poor guy. But we got a bit of dark history and realism in this game, which I actually am all for. Now, by the way, don't worry in case you put the snails in and the bars will close. They are still so wide you can enter, but I just like to do it before we're trapped inside with a snail. You know what I mean? Makes me feel claustrophobic. Anywho, no Lumos statue in any of these corners over here. Well, someone was showing his incredibly cheeky butt cheeks. Ooh, secret! But first, I think the gnome was trying to open that chest, but just didn't know how. Only 2 out of 7 secrets, but don't worry, the remaining secrets are clustered really close together. Now, I think this lady is also in the Prisoner of Azkaban game. Oh, absolutely.
Honoria Nutcombe, 1665 to 1743. Founded the Society for the Reformation of Hags.
Now, I don't know exactly what constitutes a hag in the Harry Potter universe, but hags are a separate card category in the Prisoner of Azkaban game, completely separate from witches, so to speak. So I guess she's reforming hags into witches? Are these... I don't know why only women, why can't dudes be hags as well, but so corrupted by some dark powers that they're barely human anymore? I have no idea, but I'm intrigued. Now this one's blue. Interesting. We can use the stairs like a normal person, or... Hey! Do that. Spider, let's crush it. Ugh! Disgusting things. I hate you so much. Whoa! Okay. I got sidetracked by my blind hatred towards spiders. We almost got hit by this guy. Now there's only one thing we can really do here. Oh my god, that's not what I wanted. I wanted him to drop into the blue substance. Okay, we'll see what will happen when we'll... Okay, just... We delayed it, but achieved our goal nevertheless. So, one important thing, guys, when you collect these 2 beans and open the chest, be very careful. There he is again. And he casts Avada Kedavra! My god, so you need to scourge this bastard immediately. Peeves really upped his game since the last time we saw each other. He was throwing like yellow or oranges at us in Philosopher's Stone. Now he's just Avada Kedavras like that. It's absolutely insane. Okay guys, what you see is a maze, but I'm gonna make things very short. Just press the red switch, and this way you'll be able to access 2 of the 3 secrets down there. And then we'll be back to clear a path to continue, and also find the 3rd remaining secret. Now down here, there are a few gnome shenanigans. Whoa, almost dropped it. The bean was over there, by the way, but the gnome picked it up. If you want to be really cruel, you can of course throw the gnome down there, but come on, beans, and we don't want to be cruel. They're kind of cute. We love gnomes from these games. So, let's make it to this side over here. I think I chose the right jump. Yeah, awesome. And this marks secrets. So there are 3 secrets clustered closely together. And these contain not just beans, but also ingredients, see? And for some reason inside the jars, I think in the original version of the game these were outside of jars, but the extended mod put them into jars, if I'm correct. But hey, more reasons for us to use our good old trusty Flipendo. Oh my god. Yes, please. Okay. And there's a third secret over there. It is currently blocked, but when we clear up a path through this beautiful carpet from up top, it will also clear a path to that secret. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I do believe this is the most time-efficient way to clear this maze, but of course, guys, if you have a better one, please let us know in the comments. So, let's press the red switch again, and now blue and purple, and I don't think we need to touch the green, or do we? Oh, hold on a sec. No, we need to touch the green and purple. That's it. We don't need to touch the blue. That's the gist. Okay. See, and now the path through the carpet is clear, but also the secret at the very top over there. Okay, that's it. Now, there's something incredibly cathartic about secrets being clustered closely together. I love that. By the way, I can't imagine Snape going through this altogether, but I think these are really anti-intruder measures put by him, you know? Measures that even a second year can clear, but hey. To be fair, I don't think Harry gives himself enough talent for how... enough credit for how talented he is. I mean, the guy is able to just witness a spell being cast by someone else for the first time, and he's able to reproduce it effectively.
Arania Exume!
Arania Exume!
He's great.
I hope Snape doesn't store smelly old ingredients back here.
And by the way, the spell I'm talking about is Arania Exume from the Chamber of Secrets movie that he saw Tom Riddle use at Little Aragog. And then he uses it, just like that, for the first time ever. Huh. And this, I think, is Miranda Goshawk, 1921 to present, famous spellbook writer. So not a story writer, but spellbook writer. Not sure what she's famous for, maybe people just love her handwriting. I have no idea. They don't tell us more than that. Oh, beings over here. By the way, the line Harry said again about smelly ingredients being here, that's another line restored by the extended mod. And let's get this. Oh, yes. More beans, please. And that's it. I don't think I missed anything else on these colorful shelves. Let me just make another scan. No, that should be it. So let's flip under the switch and find a secret way out. I love this opening mechanism. Okie dokie. Oh, danger, danger. But we can use the pit to our advantage. Oh, I do have a slight ting in my conscience when I see that. Oh well.
Looks like some sort of gigantic potion machine.
And this is what I talked about. Again, a line restored by the extended mod. And what these devices were made absolutely no sense to me and was a bit of a mystery. And now thanks to this line, I realized these are mixing potion ladles or something like that. How awesome is that? And very thematic. Now, unfortunately, they do take their sweet time. By the way, there are stairs underneath each of these platforms, but they lead nowhere, okay? You don't need to use them at all. I have checked very closely in both the retail version and the extended version of the game. They absolutely lead nowhere. Sometimes if you miss a jump, you can fall down and not die via being caught by the lower ledge of the ladle, and that's when the stairs can come in handy. But otherwise, there's no point to them. Okay, we're making some serious progress. I think we're missing a secret still, aren't we? 2 secrets, in fact. Ooh, another bronze card. My god, this place is generous.
Grogan Stump, 1770 to 1884. Popular Minister for Magic, appointed 1811.
Okay, so Grogan Stump was appointed when he was 41 years old. Oh, okay, that's fair enough. My god, these people live forever. You know what would be cool in the Harry Potter franchise? If actually witches and wizards would have shorter lifespans because of the magical talent. I feel like that would make way more sense. But no, they have instead another advantage over muggles. Now he's stuck far enough so we cannot grab him. Let's see if we get a single bean. I mean, I got what I asked for, but I was worried we would trigger the bug where we would get nothing. So hey, still happy with how that turned out. Is he gonna fall? I don't know. Well, danger eliminated, regardless. Now guys, in case you've ever watched my Tomb Raider series, you know what this place reminds me of? Of the Tomb of Tihocan part, when climbing up and there's a swinging pendulum and Pierre Dupont would appear to haunt us. Anywho, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's fine. I think we have a pixie infestation on our hands. And no, we're not playing Prisoner of Azkaban. Okay, but we're gonna make away with that. Oh, but also, can we grab him? Ooh, awesome. Oh, this is a Chungus gnome. He's quite big, which allowed us to grab him. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Now that Rictus Sempra chases its target quite well. These are homing missiles, they really are. Okay, penultimate secret, and you wanna know something funny? The ultimate secret is right over there. Now this is a weird one, and something me and my brother could never figure out up until we had access to internet and walkthroughs online and that sort of thing. You kind of just need to make it over here and this will open up. By the way, you don't need to touch each of those. It doesn't matter how you're gonna make it across. As long as you don't use that Lumos secret, this secret will unlock, okay? And that's essentially it. We are entering...
I can find one of the ingredients I'm looking for in here.
We are entering the finale, and some of these sort of restored lines catch me off guard, because I'm so used to the retail version. But I love them to bits. Oh, 4 beans, and nothing else in this particular ladder. By the way, you can absolutely make a jump here, but you do need to drop down. But I like to challenge myself and not get caught in the trap. Feels good, you know? Okay, we're casting the Scourge and Rictus Sempra like absolute pros over here. We did away with the crabs, and all of Snape's anti-theft measures have been overcome. But let's not forget the 4 beans over here. It's really cool, and I appreciate that you can only grab them from this side, remembering not to pick up the Bicon horn yet. And that right over there, with an already open chests and steaming cauldron, is of course the potions classroom. See, I told you it's gonna loop in like this, which is awesome. But let's grab the horn. Now that was an awesome quest. I love this as a first dungeon, and it is literally a dungeon, okay? So, Whomping Willow and this were the only 2 unrevisitable areas. Snape doesn't know, and he has nothing to say to us.
I have my eye on you, Potter.
Well, clearly you don't, because you don't see the huge glowing icon of an ingredient we stole from you. Which I find funny.
Oi, Harry, want to trade?
No, stop pestering us, my goodness. Let's just go.
Hi, Harry.
Hi, I found some bicorn horn to add to the potion.
Great. I'm still trying to find the location of the next ingredient, but I should have it tracked down soon. In the meantime, I'll go add this to the potion.
I wonder where Ron is.
Now guys, if you remember something being off here, you are absolutely correct. In the retail version of the game, there would be a Gryffindor boy coming here and saying, oh, they started a dueling club, the meeting is today, and we would go. However, the extended mod restored an entire story arc into the game at this exact point. So, the reason Harry said I wonder where Ron is that he's right over here. Let's bump into him and Hermione.
Here's the flaxweed and knotgrass.
There you are!
Come on, you'll be late for Quidditch. Oh no, the Quidditch match.
Just can't catch a break.
Okay, Harry, perfect conditions today. Ready to show those Slytherins what we're made of. Let's go.
Yeah, now, there's no reason to do anything else but follow Oliver Wood outside. However, you might find something strange. There's no Slytherin match in the Quidditch menu over here, and that's because this one is unique. You are gonna get to play it once and never be able to replay it again. So we might as well make sure we get the highest number of points we can, because you do get house points for it, okay? But first, I want to show you something. We have a rather impressive number of beans.
Pardon me?
And I'd like to use them. And the way we're gonna use them is, of course, to buy Nimbus 2001, finally! Oh, everyone's hurrying to the Quidditch.
Hey, Harry, want to trade?
What do you have?
I have a Nimbus 2001, the best model available to the general public.
Okay.
You are a most discerning shopper, Harry. Sorry, old friend. I'm out of stock right now. Come back later.
And this is the line we'll hear from now on whenever we bump into Fred. By the way, again, I appreciate the new Nimbus 2001 model closer to the movie originals, okay? Because in the retail version of the game, it was just a normal brown broomstick, which made no sense. S is the change to the lovely black icon over here. It will now always show up in the Quidditch menu, along with the armor, should we have enough beans to buy it, but, well, about that.
What do you have?
I have Quidditch armor, just like the Chudley Cannons wear. As a businessman, I can't sell you anything for that amount of beans. Talk to me when you have more.
And by more, he means essentially double of what we have right now. But hey, we'll get there. Patience is a virtue. Now, I'll be honest, I've never noticed any difference whatsoever between playing Quidditch with our original broomstick, and which is Nimbus 2000, and the new Nimbus 2001. If there's a difference, it's so slight I've never noticed.
Good old Hagrid's hut.
But let's mix up a couple of Wiggenwelds, because we have the ingredients, and also use the save game book here.
Hello, Harry. How's that?
We heard this before, nothing new.
I bumped into her.
But I can't recommend enough saving here, because like I said, this will be sort of your point from which to retry the Quidditch match again, and this one's important. You are never ever gonna get to play it again, only once in the story. So, with that firmly in mind, and with a new broomstick, let's do our absolute best to kick Slytherin's buttocks, okay? So this is the reason why I mentioned that the extended mod will in fact, outside of the practice rounds, have 7 Quidditch matches, not 6. I am getting a bit nervous, but let's see what we can pull off, because this match is difficult due to very unique but fun setup.
It's a great day for a Quidditch match. There's nothing like the age-old Quidditch rivals you find here at Hogwarts. Rain or shine, day or night. Horcrux on the pitch or ghouls in the stands, nothing keeps the crowds away from a Quidditch match. The pitch is ready, the quaffles are polished, the bludgers are humming, let's play Quidditch! Alright there, Scarhead.
He was so angry at that. Okay. Okay. Now, honestly, the bickering between Harry and Malfoy are some of the best lines in the game.
Money doesn't know good up here, does it, Malfoy?
Which is why I'm gonna try not to talk over those awesome lines. But something will happen when you fill up the bar. Oh, when did Malfoy kick us? I did not even see that. By the way, when you knock him out, he's not gonna say his lines, which is a bit of a bummer.
The snitch narrowly evades Malfoy. Potter's
No.
going for it.
It narrowly evaded
And
me.
the action has moved into the trench surrounding the pitch.
Now this is really a real deal, guys. Oh, and you still need to keep Malfoy in mind. This is legitimately difficult. And he is gonna keep getting in the way. My god, he is. Yes!
Potter has the snitch. Slytherin goes down to defeat at the hands of Gryffindor.
Harry Potter mustn't stay at Hogwarts.
Look out, Harry! Potter's been hit. He's going down.
Die kokot.
While he was in the hospital wing, Harry heard footsteps coming down the passageway outside. The next moment, Dumbledore and McGonagall were backing into the room, carrying what looked like a statue. Together, they heaved it onto a bed. It was Colin Creevey. He had been petrified like Mrs. Norris. Harry overheard Professor McGonagall asking Dumbledore what it could all mean, and his reply sent a chill down Harry's spine.
It means that the Chamber of Secrets is indeed open again.
And with those ominous words coming from Professor Dumbledore, I would like to end today's episode, but not before thanking my amazing patrons. You know who you are. I would like to say thanks to my free Patreon members, as well as to my ever-loyal Winstons. Blankgoopel, Mick, Severin Drax, Enstickle, Katie Danger, and Boo the Two. I would like to give a really big thanks to my caretaker Winstons, Michael McConkey, Karavetu, and Renegade Durney. Now I would like to give two very special thanks to both of my veteran Winstons, Andrea Paviglianiti and Alexander. And finally, I would like to give a very special thanks to my one and only fine vintage Winston, Akira Foxmite. Thank you so much for your generous support of the channel and also for interfering with Dobby's shenanigans. I know Dobby, he was aiming to kill Harry Potter, not to protect him. But your own enchantments have interfered with this, keeping us relatively safe. Rather than killing us, we're just gonna have to spend some time in the hospital. Now, thank you also to everyone for watching. I hope you had a lot of fun with today's really chunky episode and are appreciative of just how much the extended mod has restored and put into the game. And we need to give some time to Harry to recover in the hospital, but don't worry, tomorrow he's gonna be up on his feet.